नमस्कार। आप सभी का मेरे इस चैनल पर स्वागत है। हेलो एंड वेलकम टू माय चैनल। So this is a shloka. This is a line said by Duryodhana, mentioned in Garga Samhita. Duryodhana says, "Janami Dharmam, nachame pravrittih." This is a line which is quite relevant in modern era. So Duryodhana says he knows what is right action, he knows what is dharma, but he is not willing to follow it. Janamya dharmam nachame nivritti. He also knows what is wrong action. He also knows what is adharma, but he is not able to stop himself from taking that action. Kenapi devena hridhi sthitena. He feels as if some divine force is residing in his heart. And yatha nyukto asmi tatha karomi. And that force, as it guides, I follow that. So you can understand it in modern parlance, in modern relevance, modern context in such a way that despite knowing what is right, we know what is right, what is wrong. People feel to act in ways like people act opposite in opposite directions. Suppose they know something is wrong, like smoking, it's wrong, it is detrimental to their health. One day, 5 cigarettes, 10, 12, 15, 16, what not. So this is defining or also pointing out certain behavior, and people act in opposite direction to it, and they feel as if something from inside, and they have no control over it, and that action, it happens on its own, or some force like Duryodhana mentioned, it is guiding him. So this perception that, see, one thing you have to understand, that your action, what you take, what you say, what you do, that is in your control. You take some action, you tell a lie and then say it happened automatically. You cheated somebody and then you say it happened automatically. Or you followed some unethical methods to succeed in exams, or to save yourself from tax exemption and say that everybody is doing it, so I also should do it. So these are all just excuses. You know that this is something wrong, but then you are here. What happens is emotions are aligned to a different uh, type of knowledge. You are aligning your emotions to the wrong knowledge. See here, you will understand how it happens exactly. So suppose there is a desire, right? Suppose you have to take some action or understand it in such a way. So now you have the knowledge of what is right, what is wrong. You know that. And now in your mind you have some habitual patterns, or you have been doing it from a long time, suppose like lying, cheating, or anything. It could be any action, it could be, or like procrastination, you can take as an example to relate it with. So suppose, for let's understand it with the example of a student. He knows that he should study regularly in order to enhance his knowledge. That's what his duty is, and also to score good marks and succeed well. So he knows that he should study regularly in order to gain the knowledge, enhance the knowledge. But he is not doing it. So knowledge is there, that I should be doing it. But what actually he is doing is something else. So you have knowledge, you have action. There is a gap between knowing something and then doing something. People know what is right, but then when it comes to doing, they do something else. So a lot of factors are there in the mind, like habitual patterns are there, then emotional influences, societal influences, peer pressure, like oh, this is the something I should do so that I will be cool, or this will be a good behavior, so that you, like, people even do some action so that they can fit in, because evolutionary perspective, as a group we survive well. Like there are higher chances of humans to survive in a group, that comes from the evolutionary perspective. So that is why there is a pressure from their friends or some society to fit in. People perform some actions. So those are emotional influences. But the person himself is knowing, the himself herself, they know that this is something wrong, but then they are doing it because emotional influences are suggesting that he should take action in a different direction. There are some force that is influencing their action. So what happens? Get that influence from external, from a friend or somebody. Then because of their lack of self-control, this is one of the reason, or emotional alignment with the right action. That like so see you take some action, so you can on a parallel on a line you can see the scales of good being on this side and bad being on this side. So daily actions you will take, your nature will also if you take more good actions, so you will move towards the good aspects, right? But if you take some wrong action, then you will move towards the bad aspect. That will start to reflect on your personality. So what happens if you analyze psychopaths? Their daily behaviors, they are more into this side. So their perception is shaped by it. They are watching that. Their perception is being shaped like that. Then there are actions that is according to that perception. That is why people commit heinous crime because the emotions, they are more into the bad side, bad real that is guiding them, and they certainly lack the self-control, that emotional alignment. And then what happens once you lack that self-control? Automatically you will feel that your hands will work automatically and you will take that action. So main thing that you should be working on is the self-control, or what prevents people from taking that right action is the lack of self-control, self-discipline, you can say willpower, weak willpower. So because of that, you are overpowered by your emotions and you are not able to decide, because when you are overpowered by your habitual patterns, you will not be able to consciously differentiate between whether I should do that or not. Action will happen. So there is a guiding force, and your lack of self-control, willpower is allowing that to happen. So take some examples. People know that they should eat healthy foods, they should exercise regularly, but they know that who doesn't know that they should exercise regularly? People know it, but how many of them follow it? It's because they lack self-control, that's first thing, and they are also influenced by some emotion, some distraction. Oh, I will do it tomorrow, I will start from Monday, I will start from next month. These all are procrastination, habitual patterns, and these patterns gets reflected in all of their spheres: health, wealth, and other dimension. Relationships, they are also, because health is of prime importance, and if you're not able, if you're not healthy, you'll not be able to enjoy. You will not be able to like utilize what resources you have. It will affect everything. So people know that smoking, this is in terms of addictions, people know that smoking, alcohol, endless scrolling, it is bad, it is not good, but they are doing it. Why they are doing it? Lack of self-control and their emotional influence. Oh, I should not miss this, I should not miss that. And it's a habit, it has become a habit, prolonged habit. That is why they are not able to control it, and they are endlessly scrolling it and inviting a lot of disorders that people are having these days. And then one example, so you should think over it. I know that I should be doing that, but you are not able to do it because the emotions are not supporting what you want to do. Because emotion is a energy. If your energy will not support your thought, your knowledge, you will not do those actions, because it will activate some other pattern in your brain and you will be performing action. So what you have to do is consciously you have to channelize your emotion in the direction of your goals, in the direction of the right knowledge, and consciously you should also enhance your knowledge. So possible solutions that can be here is see, one thing you should know about that, it is not that there is a hardwired system that we cannot change our personality. We can certainly change our personality. See, whatever we will practice, we will attain mastery in that. If you practice endless scrolling, it will become your habit. You will be doing that, and you will not know when time passes. That is the mastery state. That is the state. And also there are other factors responsible as to that keeps you hooked towards scrolling. But whatever you practice, you will certainly become master in that. So using this as the message, as a theme, you can start right away. And these are some possible solution you can start implementing right away. First thing is you should build self-control, because once you will build self-control, you will be able to overpower your emotional influences that is guiding you towards a wrong action. So how you will build that control? So you will set some consciously, you will set some goal, and a small goal, and when you will achieve it, you'll feel that sense of achievement. So here you are practicing that art of control. So you are setting something and then you are doing it, setting something, doing it, setting something, doing it. So this will start from a small scale, and then whatever you will think, you will do it, because that will go on a higher spectrum, higher dimension, because that has become a habit. You are a person who sets a goal and completes it. So you will become that person. You will strengthen your self-control. You will strengthen your willpower. You should have some daily habits, reading books, practicing yoga, practicing asana, or any habit that suits your purpose of what it is that you are doing, that is aligned in alignment with your goals. So then meditation will also help you to become aware of the reasons, the emotion, the forces that is guiding you towards doing certain action. That is why you are procrastinating something. You will understand that, and it is very important that you start it under guidance of somebody, because on your own, if you will go with meditation, then you may possibly end up doing it some wrong, or you will give it up, right? You will give up, because a lot of things, meditation is also like a journey, a tool, a process. So you have to take some guidance, and so that you understand what is this process all about, because you are dealing with your mind. Then emotional awareness, understanding which emotion is guiding your behavior. For example, is it the fear of failure that is stopping you from appearing for certain exam, or taking certain action? Is it fear of failure that is preventing you from speaking on stage, that you will fail, people will laugh at you? Is it fear of embarrassment, more correctly fitting into that situation? People will laugh at you, right? What is it? Which emotion is guiding your behavior? Identify that and understand it. Like every emotion has some memory attached to it. That is why it is guiding you in a certain way. Like fear of failure, maybe in the past, or you have some notions around it. Oh, this is the way. Maybe then you should correct that as well. That happens by taking therapy, deep breathing, or doing reading self-help books. That is also helpful, provided you actually apply what you are learning there. Then you have next thing, break bad habits. So identify what are the habits that you want to get rid of it, and replace that with positive ones. Replace that with doing asana, replace that with doing asana, pranayama, reading books, or any other habit. It is up to you. So see, one thing you have to understand, that in order to be free from this programmed knowledge that is guiding your behavior automatically, what you have to do is you have to change these habits, change this subconscious conditioning. So it takes time, definitely. There will be challenges, because you are trying to change your mental patterns of habits. You are trying to change your habit. So it will take time. You have to be patient. You have to stay consistent. Despite distractions, you have to do it. The action. You have to take the action. Progress will happen then only when you come across and you pass through these hurdles. Then you will start to see some progress. So so for somebody who is procrastinating, what you can do instead is, in terms of studying or exercise, you can set a schedule of 2-3 minutes only. Just 2 minutes of pranayama, just 2 minutes of asana. Very easy. Even if you are not able to follow it, 1 minute, 1 minute meditation, 1 minute You just pick one asana and just do it for 1 minute. 1 minute study, but that should be daily, right? Study for only 1 minute. Do it daily. It's better than doing nothing, right? And when you will find that you are doing 1 minute, you are studying something, you'll feel it will depend. It is very subjective in nature, so it will depend person to person. Some people will feel that they are studying and they are lost in it, and then they, so it will depend, that flow will come, that state of mind will be developed different for different people. So from your own understanding of your abilities and your study patterns, exercise patterns, how long you are able to do it, your present self-control levels, set a target which you are able to achieve, right? And then slowly and steadily proceed in that direction. That will help you. So once the moment you start practicing self-control in this area, you are able to practice that in any area because you have that stronger self-control and stronger habits. So for yoga, what yoga you can do here, how yoga therapy can be helpful, as I'm a yoga therapist. So just not all, and it also depends on your present health condition. It will be suited or not. Just pick one. You should very well be aware of what, when to do, how to do, and then who should do it. That is very important. So primarily you can follow Brahmri. Brahmri is very helpful. It will help you in breaking the bad habits very easily. It will help you. Suppose you have that urge to continue the habit, but then you do Brahmri and then you are able to slowly and steadily break habits. So breaking bad habits, that's a very long process. It's a process. Basically, it's a process. Long or short depends on your intentions, depends on your willpower. So Brahmari is very helpful there. Chandra Vedana is equally helpful. So just pick one of the practices and practice it. Right. These are possible solutions from my end. Surya Namaskar will also be helpful. Adho Mukha Svanasana will also be helpful. Shavasana will be helpful. Bhujangasana, Sashangasana, these all will be helpful. So according to your needs and also your present self-control levels, like how longer, how with intensity you are able to practice it, understanding, reading, and increasing knowledge about the self, reading about the mind, what it is, how it works. These all are very helpful. So knowledge is important, and then emotions are also important. So emotions will only help you to take that action with zeal. That is why people say find out a reason. Why do you want to do it? Because when you have a reason, you have a purpose, you have an emotion attached to it, and that emotions guides you towards taking action. So apply it, you will definitely get results. And that's all. So do let me know in the comments how is it, and let me know after practicing how far you are able to go. Practice and you'll definitely get results. These are tested techniques. Practice Brahmari, you will definitely get results. Okay, then that's all for this video. See you in the next one. Thank you. Thanks for watching.